Hello, welcome to Farm Policy Minute. I'm Joe Outlaw. Today we have Boone Herring with the FSA Commodity Compliance Division, and we're going to be talking to you about going ahead and getting signed up for ARC PLC. That deadline is coming up. So Boone, when is that deadline for producers?
The ARC PLC program deadline is March 15th. That is for both your election and your enrollment.
And how has the enrollment been so far across the state?
We're only about 50% in the state of Texas, so we've got a long ways to go.
So honestly, we're here early March. We need to get people in the offices. So the suggestion is to call the county office and set up an appointment and get in there right away, right?
Please contact your local FSA office, get an appointment, and they'll get you in before the deadline.
So in years past, there have been times, a couple of years ago, where I'll take cotton as an example, big crop in this state, where the futures price, which drives the crop insurance coverage levels, was sky high for cotton at this time, and people actually legitimately had a good reason to take a step back and say, do I evaluate going with stacks, which would preclude me from being an ARC and PLC? And those decisions made sense, and maybe that's why sign up at that time take a little longer. But today, the world is different. We're not $1 cotton futures. We're at 80 cents cotton futures. And that decision is not as unclear as it has been in the past. To me, as we sit here today with the best price forecast we have, it looks like PLC on cotton, seed cotton would be in the money. Again, they haven't even planted that crop. So that year of marketing year has to be calculated after harvest to determine whether it be a payment. But today, sitting here, best of information we have available says stop waiting around looking to see whether stacks or SCO are going to be the options, because as we look at it across this state, neither of them are slam dunks where you need to be considering that. So it's probably time to go ahead and get in to the county offices and make that ARC or PLC decision. Within that decision, obviously, ARC IC or individual is always an option as well, but I don't know, in this state we haven't had that much sign up on ARC IC.
Very, very little. I mean, there is some. Usually
ARC individual is used when preventive planning is prevalent in an area, and I don't think right now we're looking at that across the state. So it's really ARC or PLC, and what we would say from the Ag and Food Policy Center perspective, the price forecasts look like they're going to be kind of low on almost all of our program commodities that we produce in this state. And so while they may not be today sitting here that they're in the money on either of those two programs, producers need to evaluate whether they want price coverage from price loss coverage or revenue coverage, shallow loss revenue coverage from ARC County. Do y'all have any more? Do y'all think about when you're talking to producers?
No, just make your election. We can't discourage or encourage any which election or enrollment, so just whatever you decide that you want to elect and enroll in, we'll put you on the contract, sign to it, and we'll just let it go.
Right. I mean, this is no different than any other year. We're at a stage where the prices look like they're probably going to pay a little bit on PLC and maybe on ARC County as well. Producers who are interested in getting some last-second advice can certainly call our office. We are currently running that is our decision aid for producers all across the country. Anyone who calls in and sends in their form, which form has the yields and base acres on it?
That is the 156.
Okay.
Is our form.
That's the form. They email it to us. We process it. We call them back and tell them this is what our model says was the best available data. We've been doing that for everybody. We'll still do it, but go ahead and get an appointment. Any last second thoughts for anybody?
Nope. Time is of the essence. That's all I have.
Okay. Thank you very much.